It's time for Dixie State University Athletics on Radio Dixie 91.3 KXDS Santa Clara. DSU Athletics on Radio Dixie 91.3 is brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln, your neighborhood Ford dealer. We hear you. And now, it's time for DSU Athletics.
Welcome to Radio Dixie 91.3, home of the Trailblazers this season. As the Trailblazers, as we get into this, the Trailblazers went into Grand Junction last night and got a win over Colorado Mesa, 86-61 with the win. We get the Trailblazers back to 500 in their overall record and in their conference record. Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Kelly. Welcome you into another great night of a doubleheader here on Radio Dixie 91.3. We have the final doubleheader of the night between Western Colorado Mountaineers versus the Dixie State Trailblazers. And let's jump into this one right away, jumping over to the Mountaineers, talking about their season. Whew, what a season it is for them. They wish to forget this season. Haven't won a game since Thanksgiving Day. They won over Graceland University 82-61. That is their last win. Since that, they've lost 12 straight games in the conference as well. They're at the bottom of the conference standings and are looking for something, just anything, to say that they had somewhat of a good season. And they're scraping the barrel for anything as they can. They lost to Westminster last night, 77-72. Not a good loss, but not a bad loss. The shooting wasn't horrible for them. They just could not find a way to finish that game off last night. And because of that, they fell short. They fell short, and they lost that one. Over to Dixie State, they won over Colorado Mesa last night, 86-61. And the biggest thing about that game wasn't the fact that they won that game by 25 points. Which, by the way, was the same amount of points that the ladies' team lost the game before that. It was the fact that they had 13 three-pointers last night, the most they've had all season long. This is the best shooting they've had behind the three-point line all season long. They've been shooting just under 53% from the three-point line all season, and they shot fairly well today. They shot that ball 62% yesterday. That was their best shooting of the night. We got to get this one wrapped up real quick. A quick little break, a quick little pregame here as the game's just about to get underway. 1 minute and 30 seconds until tip-off. The ladies' game took a little bit longer. Not something that they wanted, but the women's team got a win today. So it puts Dixie State women's team in a good position. Hopefully the men's team can return the favor and win tonight. Jumping over back to the Mountaineers. Let's get back to them. As I mentioned, they've lost a lot of games. Their last win came against Graceland University. That was on Thanksgiving Day in their Thanksgiving Classic. They won both games during the Thanksgiving Classic and have not won a game since. With losing 12 straight games in a conference and just not up to a good start. For this team, April cannot come any faster. Of course, they will be in the conference, but they'll most likely be bounced out of the first round by Colorado School of Mines in that one. And it will not get any easier for this team as they got a rough stretch coming up. As we inch even closer to the start of this game, some keys to the game for this team real quick. Some keys to the game for this team real quick is simply for Western Oregon, just try to get anything. Very, very simple. Try to scrape the barrel for anything. It doesn't matter what it is. A win, a close loss, some momentum to go into another game. Maybe you'll get the win there. Something, anything for this team to scrape at the end of the barrel and say that they did something to at least try to do something this season, and that would be something for them to hang their heads up on. For Dixie State, it's simple. It's very simple. Do not underestimate your competition tonight. They haven't done it this season. When they went up against Colorado Christian last week, they gave them a butt whooping, 84-48. I'm expecting somewhere between that today. I'm expecting Dixie State to go at least close to 90 points tonight. Everybody from the bench is going to get some time today. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing it, but I'm guessing some people are going to get some playing time today. We'll see about it tonight. Of course, we got to play the game first before we can talk about a win in the game. Of course, it's always that way, but keep this winning streak going. Obviously, the winning streak they went on last season got them to the March Madness dance of the Division II. They got on the Pac-West Championship. Maybe they can turn around, and win the RMAC tournament. You never know. It's a lot different of a conference, more competitiveness, more of a physical conference. It's not just going to be that easy to walk over, so they're going to have to do something about it this afternoon. We're going to see about that coming up here in just a few minutes. Getting back here, just checking on a couple things there. Apologize about that a little dead air there. Don't want to have dead air when you're trying to work, especially when you're calling a basketball game. 20 minutes have been put on the clock. They're playing the national anthem in Gunsonville. Definitely going to see what's going on. But while they're getting that stuff together, let me give you the starting lineups here. I'll give you my prediction to the game. I already got my prediction already set, but I'm just going to give you my score because I believe this score is actually going to be right. But for the starting lineup for your Dixie State Trailblazers, number 10, Jack Pagenkow is going to be the starting point guard, 6'3", 185, out of Brooklyn, New York, went to Blue Valley High School, and went to Casper College / Howard College, a community college out in Kentucky. Zach Frampton, the 6'3", 185 redshirt sophomore, went to Highland. He's out of Highland, Utah. He's out of Long Peak High School at Brigham Young area. Good little transfer from BYU for Dixie State. Andre Wilson, the 6'3" guard. The 6'3" guard out of Monterey Valley, California. Patriots High School, Riverside City College. He went there for a couple years. Good little start there for him. Matt Conway, the 6'7", 215-pound junior, Chancellor, Arizona, went to Pleasant View Grove High School out in Salt Lake Community College. And then Julian DeCree will be the starting center, 6'8", 240-pound senior out of Rancho Cucamonga, California. Went to Rancho Cucamonga High School. Also went to Cal State Monterey Bay Community College. That is going to be your starting five for your Dixie State Trailblazers. For the Mountaineers of Western Colorado, number 1, Monroe Porter Jr., the 6'3" guard out of Parker, California, will be their starting point guard. Jack Wilcox, Bradley Subart, will be their starting shooting guard, a senior out of 6'3", 190 out of Highlands, Rancho, Colorado. Number 10, James Willis, the redshirt junior, 6'1" guard, will be their starting small forward, 190 out of Parker, Colorado. Cole Schneinet, the freshman guard out of Mano Spring, Colorado. Schneinet, I'm going to just say that. I'm going to go with that one. Schneinet. I'm butchering that name, but I do apologize. And Jackson Aaron, the sophomore forward, 6'9", 220 pounds out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. He is going to be their starting center. Dixie State is in all blue with red trimming and white lettering, while Western Colorado is in a white all uniform with red lettering and red trimming all around. DeCree, Erlin line up the center in the middle of the court for the tip-off. Ball is up, and Dixie State will start it. Matt Conway gives it out to Jack Pagenkow. Pagenkow will bring it up to the top of the key. Sets the offense up. Gives it out to Andre Wilson. He's on the right side of the three. Gives out to Julian DeCree. He's at the free throw line. Now gives out to Matt Conway. He's going to bully his way in and gets a good bucket there. 2-0 is going to be the start for Dixie State over Western Colorado. Western Colorado is going to bring it down. Porter is giving it out to Schneider. Back over to Subert. Back over to Porter. Back over to Schneider, and it just did not connect. It's going to go back to Dixie State there. Frampton's going to inbound it. Pagenkow going to bring it up. Dixie State with early 2-0 lead here with just 19 minutes left to go in the first half. Matt Conway's got the top of the key. Now back over to back over to Pagenkow. Pagenkow almost lost it there for a second. Now gives it to DeCree. DeCree going to try to body his way in. No, it's not going to work. Rebound there by Western Colorado. Willis is going to bring it up. Willis on the right side of the three, and Julian DeCree is going to get called for a foul. DeCree is going to get called for a little pushing foul. Willis going to inbound it for Western Colorado. 5-second violation. Willis could not get it off, and the ball is going to be turned over. It's going to go right back to Dixie State. 18:59 left in this first half. 2-0 lead for Dixie State. Andre Wilson going to bring it up for Dixie State. Gets stuck in the double team. Now over to Frampton. Now back at the Pagenkow. Pagenkopf sets it up. Matt Conway on the right side on the three-point line. Gives to Andre Wilson. He's to the top of the key. Now we're back to Pagenkopf. He's on the left side of the three. Back over to Frampton. Back over to Julian DeCree. He's on the right side of the three. Over to Pagenkopf. Pagenkopf sitting on the right side of the free throw line. Shoots it. No good. 2-0 is still the lead here. 18:30 left to go here in the first half. Willis gives it back over to Porter. Back over to Willis. Back over to Schneider. Schneider's going to take a three. Yes, it's good. 3-2 is the lead for Western Colorado over Dixie State. 18-10 left to go here in the first half. Conway going to drive it all the way to the basket. And a foul is going to be called against Dixie State for an illegal screen. That's going to go against Frampton. That's Zach Frampton's first foul of the afternoon. 3-2 is the lead. 18 minutes left to go. Willis going to push it up. Pagenkopf looking for a foul, did not get it. Porter over to Subert. Subert gives it off to Willis. Willis going to try to drive with his left side. No. And it looks like a foul is going to be called. Willis will inbound it. It's going to go against Pagenkopf. Pagenkopf's first foul of the afternoon. Willis inbounds it. Gives it off to Subert. Subert gets a little screen there by Aaron. Schneider going to take another three. No good. Rebound there by Western Colorado, but they turned it right back over. Porter was trying to connect with Willis, and it just didn't work. Willis let the ball go right through his hands. Frampton got to inbound it. Gives it back over to Frampton. Back over to Pagenkopf. Frampton gives it back to Pagenkopf out of an inbound. Gets a little screen there by Julian DeCree. Pagenkopf going to go straight to the basket. No good. Rebound there by Julian DeCree. He puts it up, and it's good. 4-3 is the lead. 17:30 left to go here in the first half. Porter pushes it up the court real quick. Gives it off to Schneider. Back to Porter. Back to Willis. He's on the left side of a three. He's going to take a three. No good. Rebound there by Zach Frampton. Frampton going to bring it up into Matt Conway. Conway going to spin around. No good there. Rebound there by Western Oregon. Schneider gives it on to Willis. Willis on the left side is going to push it all the way. A little Euro step there. It doesn't work. Back to Schneider. It's open for a three. No. Porter's going to try to take a three. No. And Porter traveled. Ball is going to go back to Dixie State. Number 32, Duran Tisson, the junior 6'8" forward out of Renton, Washington, now checks into the game for Western Colorado. Pagenkopf will bring it up. Also number 2, Will Willis, the redshirt freshman, checks into the game as well. The 5 on the floor for Dixie State is the same. Conway, DeCree, Wilson, Pagenkopf, and Frampton. Schneider, Subert, Willis, and Tyson's on the floor, plus Erlin. 4-3 is the lead for Dixie State. 16:30 left to go here in the first half. Schneider tried to connect. No good. Pagenkopf intercepts the ball. Pagenkopf looking for numbers. He's on the left side of a three. He gives it off to Conway. He's on the left side of the paint. He's going to try to body his way in. Yes. 6-3 is the lead. 16:15 left to go here in the first half. Dixie State has a 3-point lead. Wilson is going to get called for a foul. A little bit of a kicking foul. As Dub Price is now going to check in for doing the DeCree. 2 early fouls on Dixie State already. 16 minutes left to go. Pagenkopf all over Schneider. Schneider thinks about it, taking a shot. No, gives off to Subert. Subert's going to try to drive to the left, and it's good. Pagenkopf's going to bring it up. Gives off to Wilson. Back over to Dub Price, and Erlin's going to get called for the foul. That's going to be his first foul. We've reached this 15-minute. We've reached under the 16-minute media timeout here. We're going to take a quick 60-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3, home of the Trailblazer Nation.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff, St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. Home of the Trailblazer Nation is this season and all season long. 6-5 is the lead. Dixie State over Western Oregon. 15:46 left to go here in the first half of this early one here in Gunnsville, Colorado. 5 players on for Dixie State. It's Pagenkopf, Frampton, Wilson, Price, and Conway. The 5 for Western Colorado I'll get you in a minute. Frampton thinking about taking a shot on the left side. No, he doesn't take it. Gives it out to Matt Conway. He's on the left side as well. He's going to try to body his way in, and he traveled. Tyson, Schneinet, Subert, Erlen, and Willis are on the floor for Western Colorado as Erlen gets a bucket there, and it's good. 7-6 is the lead for Western Colorado. Price gives out to Frampton. He's on the right side of a three. He's back over to Quincy Matthews, who now checked into the game. Frampton. Foul's going to be called against Western Colorado. Price gets a little bucket there, and it's good. 8-7 is the lead. 15 minutes left to go here in the first half. Erlen has the ball now. He's going to try to drive all the way to the basket. No good. Rebound there by Matt Conway. Jason Youngblood also checks back into the game. And that ball gets kicked right into the stands. And that's going to be staying with Dixie State. Number 30, Brian Reed, checks into the game for Jackson Erlen. Reed, redshirt freshman, 6'6" out of Fort Collins, Colorado. Frampton gives it out to Youngblood. Youngblood gives it out to Price. Back over to Frampton. He's on the right side of the three. Back over to Quincy Matthews. Matthews trying to drive it. Kicks it over to Conway. Youngblood kicks it in. No good. Rebounded there by Dixie State. Schneider thought about taking a three. Now gives it back over to Subert. Subert thought about taking a three again. They gave it off to Reed. He misses. Rebound there by Quincy Matthews. Frampton will bring it up. Frampton. Give it off to Youngblood. Frampton. Gives off to Conway. Conway's going to body his way in. No good. But a foul is going to be called. Brian Reed's going to get called for his first foul. Conway is going to check into the game. Excuse me. He's going to line up for free throws, and he's 0 for 1 on the first one. Conway was 5 of 7 last night. Conway lines it up again. And it's good. 9-7 is the lead. Schneider going to bring it up. Gives over to Subert. Back over to Willis. Back over to Schneider. Back over to Subert. Subert gives it back over to Schneider. Schneider at the top of the key, being guarded by Jason Youngblood. Gives over to Willis. Back over to Subert. Subert's on the left side of the three, being guarded by Wilson. Subert kicks it back out. Gives out to Willis. Good for a three. 10-9 is the lead for Western Colorado over Dixie State. 13:30 left to go here in the first half. Quincy Matthews on the left side of the three. Drives all the way, and he'll get the foul. He's going to go to the line. Brian Reed's going to get called for his second foul. Matthews. It's going to be good on the first one. Matthews going to line it up again. It's going to be good on the second one. 11-10 is the lead for Dixie State over Western Colorado. 13:27 left to go. Number 2, Jake Wilcox now checks in. Subert's going to take a three, and it's good. 13-11, 13-12 left to go here, and there's going to be a kicking foul against Western Colorado. Ball's going to stay with Dixie State. 13 minutes exact left here in this first half. Just about to reach the halfway point. Christian Chatwin gets it up. No good, but he'll get the foul. No, he will not. There's going to be a foul against Dixie State. And the ball's going to go back to Western Colorado. Wilcox going to bring it up, being guarded by Jason Youngblood. Wilcox gives out to Willis. Back over to Porter. Back over to Wilcox. Back over to Subert. Subert trying to take a little shot from the left side. No. Gives out to Porter. He's going to try to his right side. No. Schneider's going to try to drive with his right side. No. He loses the ball there. Jason Youngblood's got it. Gives it over to Christian Chatwin. Chatwin's going to go up for it, and there's going to be a foul. Quincy Matthews is going to go to the line. Matthews was 2 of 3 from the line last night. Matthews shoots one. It's good. Matthews lines it up again. No good on the second one. 13-12 is the lead for Western Colorado over Dixie State. 12:30 left to go here in this first half. Subert. Over to Willis. Back over to Subert. Back over to Porter. Porter's going to take a three. No good. Rebound there by Wilcox of Western Colorado. Back over to Subert. He's going to take a three. No good there. Wilcox is going to get a rebound yet again. He's going to give it to Porter. He's on the left side of a three. Back over to Wilcox. He's going to try to drive it in. No. Back over to Subert. He's on the right side of a three. Back over to Willis. Willis is going to take a three. No good. Rebound there by Andre Wilson. And a foul is going to be called on Wilcox for reaching over the back. That's Wilcox's first foul of the afternoon. redshirt sophomore out of Grand Junction, Colorado. Jack Pagenkopf is going to bring it up. Wade Miller now checks to the game, all along with Jack Pagenkopf. Pagenkopf bringing it up. Gives out to Quincy Matthews. Gets a little screen there by Chatwin. Back to Pagenkopf. As there's going to be a legal moving screen against Dixie State. Chatwin's going to get called for that foul. That's going to be his first foul. Cameron Chatwin, not Christian Chatwin. 60-second timeout has been called. We've reached 11:54 here, just about the halfway point of the first half here. We're going to take a quick 60-second timeout here. Be right back with more here on Radio Dixie 91.3, home of the Trailblazer Nation.
3. It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. Home of the Trailblazer Nation here on Radio Dixie 91.3 all season long. As Western Oregon is going to get it out of the inbound play here out of the timeout. Western Oregon leads at 13-12, 11:54 left to go here in the first half. Early starts is looking good for both teams as they just keep flipping back and forth with the lead here on this game. Wilcox is going to bring it up for Western Colorado. Wilcox trying to get around Pagenkopf. Pagenkopf not allowing it to happen. He's playing his defense all over him. And a foul is going to be called on Pagenkopf. Matt Conway and Joey DeCree are going to check into the game. Cameron Chatwin and Doug Price are going to check out. Subert is going to inbound it. Wilcox is going to give it back over to Subert. Subert get a little screen there by Tysons. Subert tries to get it over to Wilcox. Wilcox going to try to drive with his left. No. Willis going to take a three. No, in and out. Rebound there by Wade Miller. Giving out to Jack Pagenkopf, who will bring it up on the left side. Back over to Matt Conway, who gets it up, and it's good. 14-13 is the lead. 11:15 left to go here in the first half. Wilcox going to try to bring it up, being guarded by Jack Pagenkopf. Pagenkopf all over him. Porter now has it. Over to Subert. Subert going to try to drive with his left all the way there. Quincy Matthews was in his face, but no, the foul's going to be called. Quincy Matthews is going to get the foul. That's his first foul in the afternoon. Quincy Matthews, a 6'7" senior guard out of St. George, Utah. Went to Desert Hill High School here. 6'7", 210 pounds. Subert going to go to the line. Subert shoots one. No good. 68% on the year when it comes to the free throw line. Zach Framp's going to check into the game. Looks like he's going to take Quincy Matthews out. Subert going to line up the second one. It's good. 1 for 2 at the line. 14-14. It's the tied ball game here. Pagenkopf over to Frampton. Back over to Pagenkopf. We're trying to get it over to the inbound line. Back over to Conway. Conway gets it back over to Pagenkopf. 10:40 left to go here in this first half. Pagenkopf gives it over to Conway. Frampton. Frampton's going to try to drive it. Oh, he was trying to connect with Julian DeCree, and that's just going to go out of bounds. Ball will be Western Colorado. Who's ever still doing that drinking game, you are winning tonight, my man. Matter of fact, anybody who wants to listen, if I say Western Oregon, drink. That's the drinking game of the night. Tyson's going to get it out. Give it over to Wilcox. Wilcox going to try to drive with his right. Back over to Schneider. Schneider going to take a three. No good. It's going to go roll out of bounds. Willis trying to save it. That did not work. 10:20 left to go here. 14-14. Price over to Frampton. Gets a little screen there by Price. Back over to Price. He's on the left side of the field. Over to DeCree. DeCree going to take a little jumper, and it's good. Takes a little 20-foot jumper there, and he looked sweet of a shot. 16-14 is the lead for Dixie State over Western Colorado. Subert looking for a shot. No. Still on the three-point line. Now Schneider has the ball. Now Subert has the ball. Now over to Willis. Willis going to take a three. No good. Almost rebounded there by Western Colorado. And it's going to stay with Western Colorado. Wilcox going to give it over to Schneider. Schneider going to give it over to Porter. Porter gets his stuff blocked out of the way. Julian DeCree with a nasty block there. Jumped out of the gym. DeCree said, no. I'm going to be in Bamute right here. Frampton going to steal the ball. Pagenkopf Gives out to Frampton. No. Both of them can't finish at the line. Hagenkopf gave it out to Frampton to finish. He couldn't finish it. Now it's Schneider. Now it's Suber. Suber's going to take a three. No good. Rebound there by Western Colorado. Now it's scramble on the floor. As there's going to be a jump ball. Frampton not happy. He wanted a foul. So did Coach Juddy. Excuse me, Coach Judkins. Judkins and Gustin. We got almost the exact same names when it comes to our coaches, and it's a little confusing sometimes. Apologize if I say their names. Frampton trying to get over to the Creed. That didn't work. Wilcox, give it over to Subert. Back over to Wilcox. Wilcox going to try to drive it. No, gets back over to Subert. Subert going to take a three. It went in, but there was a foul call before that. As subs will come in. Dixie Youngblood is going to check back in. Andre Wilson is going to check back in. Jack Hagenkopf and Zach Franz are going to check out. Ball's going to stay with Western Colorado. Wilcox inbounds. Gives out to Erlin. Back over to Schneider. Schneider back over to Subert. Over to Erlin, and that didn't work. DeCree stole the ball out of the way, and Schneider's going to get called for a foul on Andre Wilson. 9 minutes left to go. Andre Wilson's going to go to the line. He was 2 for 2 last night against Colorado Mesa. Wilson lines it up. No good on that one. There's a 1 for 1. Schneider going to try to bring it up. 8:57 left to go. Trying to connect with Subert. It does. A little bit tipped there by Wade Miller. It didn't work. Now Miller's going to get called for a foul. Wade Miller's going to get called for a push. And a little bit of a dicey one there, as James Willis will go to the line. Just like the women's team, there's 2 Willis on this team. So 1 for 1 is no good. Andre Wilson's going to bring it up. Pass over to Youngblood. Youngblood on the left side of the 3. Over to Wilson. Back over to DeCree. Now over to Wade Miller. He's on the right side of the 3. Back over to Dixie Youngblood. Going to give it to Wilson. Back over to DeCree. Into Price. Price going to shoot it, turn around. No good. 16-14. 8:20 left to go here in this one. Over to Willis. Over to Subert. Back over to Schneider. Schneider going to take a 3. Yes. Drills it. 17-16. 8:13 left to go. Wilson gives it off to Price. Gives it up to Youngblood. And a foul is going to be called against Wade Miller again. That's his second. The senior guard out of Tremonton, Utah, went to Beaver Ridge High School. Umpqua Community College. He's 6'4", 220 pounds. 17-16. Just under 8 minutes left to go here in the first half. Willis trying to drive it. No, gives off the Stewart. Back over to Schneider. Back over to Will Willis. James Willis and Will Willis. Subert does a little spin around. No good. Rebound there by Dixie State. Wilson brings it up. He got a foul there, and he got a little bit of a turnaround foul. He got spinned around and got fouled hard. Number 5, Bradley Subert's going to get called for his foul. We have reached the 7:33, I guess, media timeout. I wouldn't say a media timeout. Let's call it a timeout taken by Western Colorado. We're going to take a quick 60-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Be right back with more.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. Andre Wilson's going to go to the line here for 2 shots. Was fouled on the last play. As we bring you back here, Western Oregon leads it 17-16 with 7:33 left to go here in this first half. Wilson lines it up for the shot. He's 0 for 1 already. Gets it. No good. On the 1 for 1. Western Oregon still leads 17-16. 7:30 left to go here in this first half. Western Oregon turns it over. Jason Youngblood gives over to Quincy Matthews. Matthews gives out to Jason Youngblood. He gonna take a 3. He's good. 19-17 is the lead for, they say it was a 2. It was not a 3. So it was 18-17 is the lead for Dixie State over Western Colorado. I'm still saying Western Oregon, so that means drink. 7:12 left to go. Matt Conway's going to come into the game for Joey DeCree. Conway, Youngblood, Matthews, Price. As Matthews will not check out, Zach Francis is going to check back in. There's still some confusion going on the court. 7:12 left to go. Cole Schneidet, the freshman guard out of Manitoba Springs, Colorado, lines up for his 2 first free throws of the night. Shoots one, good. Good on the 1-for-1. He'll shoot another one. 10-19. Dixie State leads it. 7:12 left. Shoots it. It's good. Dixie Youngblood gonna bring it up. Youngblood setting up the offense. And the ball is kicked, and we'll go back to Dixie State. Frampton, Youngblood, Wilson, Price, and Conway on the floor for Dixie State. Subert, Willis, Schneidet, Will Willis, and Erlander on the floor for Western Colorado. Conway gets a little bucket there, and he traveled. 19-19, tied up, 6:54 left to go. Will Willis. He's going to give it over to Subert. Getting a little screen there by Erling. Gives off to Erling. Back over to Schneidet. Schneidet thinking about taking a 3. No, back over to Subert. And there's a foul going to be called against Western Colorado for a push. Against number 42, Jackson Erland. That's his second of the night. 6:38 left to go. Conway over to Frampton. Excuse me, Price over to Conway. Price over to... You get the picture. Anyway, back to the action. Willis gives it up to Wade Willis. Willis, drive all the way to the basket, and it's good. 21-19, 6:10 left to go here in the first half. Conway takes a little jumper. It's good. 3-pointer on the right side of the 3. 22-21. Dixie State takes the lead right back. 5:50 left to go in the first half. Subert tries to drive it. No, turns it over. Youngblood keeps it. He's got Conway ahead. No, it doesn't give it up. Youngblood going to drive it all the way to the basket. No, no good. 5:40 left to go. James Willis drives it all the way to the basket, and there's going to be called a charge. Timeout is going to be taken by Dixie State here. Wait. No, never mind. So as I thought I saw all the teams getting gathered up for a timeout there. No, I was wrong. 5:38 left to go here in the first. Dixie State leads it 22-21. Youngblood over to Price. And there's going to be a foul called. Price gave a little bit of a push on the screen, trying to set it up. Price going to get called for his first foul. The 6'7" redshirt senior out of Draper, Utah, went to Atla, Utah High School. Porter now checks back into the game. Gives off to Willis. Back over to Will Willis. Will Willis going to take a 3. No. Youngblood going to bring it up. Pushes it up. Gives off to Francis. Francis going to take a 3. No, it just gets stuck on the rim. 22-21, the ball go back to Western Colorado. James Willis going to bring it up. He'll give it to Will Willis as Parker's going to travel. Of course, James Willis and Will Willis are two brothers. They're both from Parker, Colorado. Went to Lutheran High School. And one is a redshirt freshman, one is a redshirt junior. Youngblood going to give it off to Wilson. Back over to Price. Back over to Frampton. And now there's going to be a foul call against Western Colorado. Is going to stay here. Looks to be shots for Andre Wilson. He's going to line up for a 1-for-1. Wilson lines it up. Shoots it. No good on the first one. He's going to have 2 shots, not a 1-for-1. 4:48 left to go here. 22-21 is the lead. Wilson shoots it. It's good. 4:48 left to go. 23-21 is the lead for Dixie State. James Willis brings it down. Gives off to Schneider. Schneider back over to Will Willis. Back over to Subert. Subert going to try to drive it. No. Schneider kicks it back out to James Willis. James Willis going to take a 3. Yes. 24-23, 4:15 left to go. Frampton thinking about taking a 3. No. On the right side. Gives it to Andre Wilson. Wilson going to try to drive it. No. But there's a foul. It's going to be called. Wilson going to go back to the line. He's 3 for 5 on the night. Shoots and it's good. 4 for 6 now. 25-24 is the lead for Dixie State with just a little bit over 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. Wilson is going to line it up. No good on that one. Rebound there by Will Willis. And Frampton's going to get called for a foul for reaching in. That will be Frampton's first foul. And Will Willis is going to take some free throw shots. Still a little bit over 4 minutes left to go here in the first. Will Willis misses the first one. Will Willis lines it up for again. Willis lines it up. No good on the second one. Rebound there by Matt Conway. Gives out to Jason Youngblood. Jason. He's going to give it out to Conway. Conway gives it out to Miller. Miller didn't see it coming. And I fell asleep here. Timeout was called. We're going to take a 60-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Be right back with more home of the Trailblazer Nation.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. Here in the beautiful station of Radio Dixie 91.3 on the beautiful campus of Dixie State University in the beautiful state of St. George, Utah. In that beautiful, beautiful city, St. George, Utah. Here late at night, it's beautiful when the mountains are out, and they're beautiful, and the stars are out. Stars are coming out tonight. Dixie State and Western Oregon are tied up at 24. I believe it's 25 because I saw Andre Wilson make a bucket. Maybe I was colorblind. Subert over to Wilcox. Over to James Willis. James Willis. Thinking about getting it. No, he'll give it to his brother, Will Willis. Over to Subert. Back over to James Willis. Back over to Tyson's. Tyson's going to take a three, and it's good. 27-24. They say it was they're going to stick with it being 24, not 25. Western. Frampton going to give it out to Price. Price. Back over to Miller. Back over to Bainkoff. Excuse me, Frampton. Frampton takes a shot. No, it's no good. James Willis is going to bring it up. Back over to Wilcox. Wilcox almost loses his footing there. 27-24. And Subert takes a deep three at Steph Curry range. It doesn't work. Jason Youngblood is going to bring it up. Youngblood gives it to Conway. Conway get it in. No good. 27-24 is still the lead. 2:45 left to go here in the first. Wilcox gives it out to Tyson's. Back over to James Willis. Back over to Subert. Subert going to try to drive it. Back over to Wilcox. Back over to James Willis. James Willis going to drive it. And step back. No good. Rebound there by Dixie State. Wade Miller's going to need credit for the rebound. Conway has Pagankoff. And he's going to get fouled. Matt Conway's going to go back to the line. Conway already 2 for 2 on the night. 2:24 left to go here in the first. Conway shoots it up. It's good. 27-25. Wilcox going to call for his second. 28-27, 150 left to go. Conway lines up for the second one. Lines up for the and one. Shoots the and one, and it's good. 29-27, 150 left to go. Wilcox going to bring it up. Over to Subert. We're back to Wilcox. Wilcox trying to drive it around. Gives out to Will Willis. Will Willis going to take a three, and it's good. 30-29. 1:30 left to go here in the first. Conway over to Frampton. Back over to Miller. Into Conway. Conway going to try to bully his way up. No, he almost got it in. Rebound there by Western Colorado. Wilcox. Give it out to Will Willis. Back over to Wilcox. Wilcox drives to give it out to Subert for a three. No good. Rebound there by Jason Youngblood. Jason slows it down. 54 seconds left to go here in the first half. 30-29 is the lead for Western Colorado. And a timeout is taken by Dixie State. 60-second timeout. 30-second timeout. It's going to be a 30-second. We're just going to keep it here. 30-second timeout, 50.2 seconds left to go. Frampton Going inbound to Wade Miller. Wade Miller gets a little screen there by Matt Conway. Conway going to try to go to the basket, and it's good. 31-30. 40 seconds left to go. Wilcox going to bring it up for Western Colorado. Subert gives it off to Wade Miller. Gives it off to James Willis. Excuse me. 27 seconds left to go. There's about a 10-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. And a timeout is going to be taken by Western Colorado with 19 seconds left to go exactly. They're going to take a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here. 31-30 is the lead for Dixie State over Western Colorado as both teams come out of the timeout. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 19 seconds left to go on the game clock. 31-30. Wilcox gets the inbound. Gives off to Subert. Subert going to try to drive. Now over to Wilcox for a three. Yes. 33-30. 7 seconds left to go. 5 seconds. 4. Youngblood going to take it. 1 second left. Conway takes a three, and it's good at the buzzer. Matt Conway drills the three-pointer at the buzzer. 34-33 is how the first half is going to end here. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3 and be right back with a halftime show here on Radio Dixie 91.3, home of the Trailblazer Nation.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. Here live in the beautiful station of Radio Dixie 91.3 here on the beautiful campus of Dixie State University and in the beautiful city of St. George in the beautiful state of Utah. Here on Radio Dixie 91.3. We are in halftime with Dixie State leading Western Colorado 34-33. There's just about a little bit over 11 minutes left to go here in this second half. Let's get to some stats. Over here in this one. As again, Dixie State leads this one 34-33. Stats here is 11 of 26 for the field goals for Dixie State. That's 42%. 3 of 5 from the three-point line. That's 60% there. And 9 of 15 from the free throw line. That's good for 60%. We'll get to a little bit more of that. 11 of 28. That's good for 39% when it comes to Western Colorado. 8 of 21 behind the line. That's 38%. And 3 of 7 from the free throw line. That's only good for 42%. Other numbers. Dixie State is trailing Western Oregon in rebounds, 17-21. More rebounds are coming from the defensive side, where Western Oregon has 16. Dixie State has 14, but also offensive rebounds. Dixie State has 3, while Western Oregon has 5. Game has been tied up twice. Lead changes, they've been going back and forth. There's been about 10 different lead changes in this game. Dixie State had the lead for about 10 minutes, and Western Oregon had the lead. For about 7 minutes. Last time Western Oregon led was with 33-31. That was before the halftime just ended before Matt Conway drilled a three at the end to make it 34-33. But enough about that. Turnovers are in favor of Western Colorado. They have 14 turnovers to Dixie State's 11 turnovers. So that means Dixie State is in favor of the turnovers. Means that's a good thing. Rebound bench numbers. Western Oregon has 14 bench numbers to Dixie State's 11 bench numbers. And the blocks are just in favor of Dixie State. There's only been 1 block in the game. Steals, Dixie State has 7 steals in this game. They had about 12 last night. They were all over Colorado Mesa with those. That is definitely what's going to help you win ball games. And then fast break points, Dixie State had 5, while Western Colorado only had 2. Other numbers, let's look at that. So let's look at some individual numbers here, as there's about 9 minutes left to go. So for some individual numbers, Matt Conway has got 17 points in this game, 6 of 9 from the field, 1 for 1 from the three-point line, the big, huge one, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line, on with 3 rebounds and 4 turnovers. But that's not a good thing. But 17 points for him, while everybody else is just hovering around a little bit over 5 points. Dub Price does have 5 points in this one. Quincy Matthews has 3. Julian Decree has 3. Jason Youngblood has 3. Julian Decree has 4. While Andre Wilson has 2 points. Jack Pagenkopf and Zach Frampton have failed to make any buckets so far. So what does this all really mean? This basically all really means this. Dixie State is really playing really well today. And considering how they played yesterday against Colorado Mesa, they're playing just as good as they were playing yesterday against a really underrated Western Colorado team who only has 3 wins on the year, 0 for 12 in the RMAC, but really some of those games that could have gone their way. They could have about 4 wins in the RMAC, and if they have 4 wins, they would be 7-14, not 3-15. So as much as the record says Western Colorado is horrible and that Dixie State should be ahead way more than just by 1 point at the half, Dixie State is only leading by 1. I think they should be leading by at least 20. This should just be getting into the range of being a blowout, but that's just how the shooting goes. Dixie State comes to this game 8 for 8, 8 on the overall record, and 6-6 in the RMAC. So definitely something for Dixie State to work on as he's trying to get more and more competitive, and will try to do more and more in the games. In the game. Dixie State is shooting the ball pretty well. They're not shooting it horribly, but they could be shooting it better. Only 42% from the field, 3-5 from behind the three-point line. Now, again, I did mention in the pregame show they made 13 threes yesterday, which was good for 62% yesterday. And that is something that Dixie State's going to have to work on in the second half. If they can put together at least 7 more threes and shoot the ball fairly well in the field position, in the field, I think they're going to be doing fine. Shooting from the free throw line, they're 9 of 15, not bad numbers, 60%. I think they're doing all right here. Overall, they're not looking that bad. Western Colorado is just giving them a hard time. Dixie State isn't really playing up to what Dixie State standards are, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. 20 minutes will be put back on this clock, so there's going to be a lot of time for Dixie State to get their things that they did not do the right way in the first half. They can get it done in the second half and make it all work for them in that one. So we're going to take another 2-minute timeout here. When we come back, we're going to wrap up this halftime show and then get you back out to Western, get you back out to Gunsville, Colorado with a live broadcast here on Radio Dixie 91.3, home of the Trailblazer Nation.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff, St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here on Radio Dixie 91.3 here on the beautiful campus of Dixie State University here in the beautiful state of Utah, in the beautiful city of St. George, Utah. It's very beautiful at night. You can see all the stars and all that. Look at some of the constellations. They're pretty cool. They're really pretty cool. Anyway, let's get back to this. Dixie State and Western Colorado are still at the halftime. Dixie State leads at 34-33, which is a little bit under 4 minutes left to go until this halftime is over. So, I did mention that this is one of the worst teams in Western Colorado, one of the worst teams in the conference. They sit at 3-15 overall, only 3 wins. Their last win came on Thanksgiving Day. And I'm not kidding. The last win came on Thanksgiving Day. That's not even something to be proud of. Of course, I was going to mention more when it came to the halftime show, but I did not have enough time to do that as I was in a rush trying to get the game together. When you're in that shoulda, coulda, woulda mentality, it can eat a team. And sometimes when that happens, you just can't get on a roll. You're going to lose games. You're going to feel like, oh, well, we're going to blow it. We're going to blow it. We're going to blow it. We're just waiting for it. And then you blow it. You're like, see, I knew it. We're going to do it. So, in Western Colorado, I'm not rooting for them, but if they pull off the win, it would be something for them to celebrate. Obviously, again, their first win in the RMAC this season. Obviously, again, their 4th win of the season. You never want to lose. It's just losing is just really, really bad. And the same could be said for Dixie State. Obviously, they come to this game 8-8 overall. They only are 6-6 in the RMAC. This is our first season in the RMAC. Last season, Dixie State got onto a bit of a roll. Last year, they were under 500 before they got on their stoop roll of winning, 16 straight. They went on to win the Pac West. They just dominated everybody, and then it turned around the season. They went into the first round of the playoffs of the March Madness tournament with Division II, and they lost. But, they didn't give up on the season. Obviously, there's probably no chance for Western Colorado to come back in this season. If some miracle does happen where they, go on, 5, 6 game, 7 game win streak in February to finish off the month and go into the RMAC tournament, find some way to get all the way to the championship and possibly pull off the championship and get an automatic bid into the March Madness tournament. Wow, that would be an incredible mark, but, it doesn't look like that. It'll probably bounce out of the first round when it comes to the RMAC tournament. Obviously, everybody is invited to the RMAC tournament because that's just how it works. It makes great money. It makes a great deal. It makes, oh, look at that, the one team that nobody thought was going to make it or were going to win a game just went up against a big, bad team and lost, and it just ended up that way. So we'll see. But, again, that shoulda, coulda, woulda moments in games are never what you want to have. You never want to lose multiple games in a season. That's just not something you do. That's not something you want. It's not the mark you want, especially when you're seniors. You want to win games all the time. You want to end your senior year on a good note. And that's also what we're trying to do with Dixie State. Never want to lose that many games. Definitely not something people want to do at all. So, after that little moment, we got 45 seconds left to go here on this one. Both teams are starting to get ready. 40 seconds left to go. We're going to take not even going to take a 30-second timeout. Not enough time for a 30-second timeout, but both teams are coming back out. I expect the same starting five to be out for Dixie State: Jack Payton-Cobb, Zach Frampton, Andre Wilson, Matt Conway, Julian DeCree. And for Western Colorado, it's going to be number 1, Monroe Porter, number 5, Brad Subert, number 42, Jackson Aaron, number 10, James Willis, and number 11, Cody Schneider, 4 out on the floor. Of course, if you're just tuning in tonight, what a game you missed earlier. Dixie State women's team won earlier today against Western Colorado. They won that game 57-50. Good game there. We're going to talk about that more in the post-game show here after this one. 20 minutes have been put back on the clock here in this one. Let's get this game on the way as Dixie State will get it out of the inbound. Jack Payton-Cobb will receive it. Payton-Cobb at the top of the key. Gives over to Frampton on the right side of the three. Frampton thought about taking a three. No, he decided again against that. Julian DeCree gets a little mean dunk, and no, it doesn't go down. And he was called for a pushing foul. A little bit suspect there, but, that's just what the refs do. 19:40 left to go. James Willis is going to bring it up for Western Colorado. Tries to get it to Aaron. No, he decides against that, and he's going to go straight to the basket. 35-33. James Willis is going to put the bucket in. Payton-Cobb's going to race down the court. Give it on to Frampton. Back over to Conway. Back over to Wilson. Back over to Payton-Cobb. Over to Julian DeCree. Julian DeCree going to try to make up for the other bucket. He tries to get it up. No. And DeCree's going to get called for yet another traveling foul. That's his second. DeCree's going to come out. And I'm going to see who came in. Most likely, Dub Price. And I'm right. Payton-Cobb tries all over James Willis. Gives out to Subert. Subert making a couple moves, trying to go around Andre Wilson. No good. Rebound there by Matt Conway. Zach Frampton's going to bring it up. 35-34, still the lead for Western Colorado over Dixie State. Porter steals it there. Conway try to connect with Price. Willis brings it up, gives it up to Subert. Gives it up to Erlen. Erlen brings it over to Porter again. Porter trying to think about a three. No. Willis thought about a three. No, he's going to try to drive it. Willis gives it back over to Subert. Back over to Porter. Porter thought about taking a three. No. Subert thought about driving. No. Back over to Willis. He'll take a three. No. Rebound there by Dixie State, but Andre Wilson is going to get called for over the back as Erlen went down. As he's trying to go get the rebound on that one. 35-34. Willis inbounds to the Subert. Subert gets it into Willis. Payton-Cobb steals that one. Payton-Cobb's got a lane to the basket. No, he got stripped, but he'll be fouled. James Willis got the foul on him. Excuse me, it's not Payton-Cobb. It was Zach Frampton. Zach Frampton's going to go to the line. Frampton shoots one. It's good. 35-35 over, all tied up. Frampton shoots it, and it's good. 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Puts Dixie State up 1-1 yet again. 18-15 left to go here in a second. Schneider over to Subert. Subert tries to get it in. Give it back over to Willis. Back over to Schneider. Schneider's going to take a three. No good. Rebound there by Subert. Back over to Willis. Back over to Porter. Porter directing traffic. Back over to Seward. Back over to Willis. Over to Erlen. Erlen near the post. Does a little couple moves. No good. And the ball's going to stay with Dixie. Going to stay with. We're going to give it to Dixie State, I believe. As Erlen's going to check out for Western Colorado. As it looks like. As Frampton gets a three-pointer there, it's 39-35. It looks like Jordan Tyson's checked into the game for Western Colorado. 17-18 left to go here in a second. As there's a turnover there by Porter by Western Colorado. I'll give it right back to Dixie State. Frampton going to bring it up. 17-12 left to go here in a second. Painkoff gets a little screener, gives off to Conway. Conway going to body his way in. He's good. Bucket is going to count as well. That's Conway's 19th point of the afternoon. A little shaking up there. He went down hard after getting the blocking foul. 41-35 is the lead. Conway. He's going to shoot it up. And it's no good on the end one, but Pagencott went after that one and tried to get it back in. Could not save it for Dixie State. Willis gives on to Schneider. Schneider gives it back over to Subert. Back over to Schneider. Gives it over to Will Willis. Back over to Subert. Over to Porter. Back over to Subert. Back over to Will Willis. Will Willis takes a shot. It's good. Rolled in and out for just a second there, but it went down. 41-37, the lead is for Wilson. Over to Conway. Over to Frampton. Over to Price. Back over to Frampton. Frampton thought about taking a three, no. Over to Conway. Conway going to bully his way in, it's good. But he got called for his travel, so the bucket's not going to count. Willis is going to bring it up. Over to Subert. Subert. Over to Schneider. Schneider. Over to Willis. Willis going to drive it. No. Schneider passes. Good. 41-40 is the lead for Dixie State. 15-15 left to go here in the second half. Price. Over to Frampton. Frampton going to drive it all the way to the basket. Gives it back off to Pagencott. Pagencott good for the three. 44-40. 15-30 left to go here in the second half. Dixie State keeps their lead up at 4. Willis gives over to Seward. Back over to Schneider. Schneider going to take it for a three. No, rolls it in and out. Was that Steph Curry level with that one as Wilson's going to bring it up for Dixie State. Back over to Dub Price. Price going to take a three. It's good. 47-40 is the lead for Dixie State. Western Colorado is going to take a timeout here. 60-second timeout. We're going to be right back with this one here on Radio Dixie 91.3, home of the Trailblazer Nation, with a 60-second timeout.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff, St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3, home of the Trailblazer Nation, here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Here in the beautiful station of Radio Dixie 91.3. Here on the beautiful campus of Dixie State University. Here in the beautiful city of St. George, in the beautiful state of Utah. As we are coming back from break here, Dixie State leads Western Colorado 47-40 with 15-12 left to go here in a second. Wilcox will bring it up for Western Colorado. He'll try to drive it. No. Gives off to Schneider. Schneider going to try to drive it. No. Back over to Wilcox. Wilcox going to take a three. It's good, but it looks like there's going to be a foul on Cody Schneider. That's going to be his second. And another timeout's going to be taken. Not sure why, but it's going to be done. We're going to keep it here just because we came back from a timeout. But of course, Dixie State leading Western Colorado 47-40 with 15:03 left to go here in the second. Dixie State has led this game a few times already today, of course, with the lead going back and forth between each other. It went back and forth 3 times in that first half. Went back between each other in that first half, so yeah. But 15:03 is the lead. Dixie State leading at 47-40. Western Colorado, again, 3-12 on the year, 3-15 on the year, 0-12 in the RMAC this year. Dixie State comes to this game 8-8 overall and 6-6 in the RMAC with their record. Both teams coming back out from the break. Dixie State looks like they're going to get out of the timeout here. Pagan Cobb is going to bring it out of the inbound. Pagan Cobb, Matthews, Price, and Wilson on the floor for Dixie State as Price turned it over. Porter, Subert takes a 3 and it's good. 47-43. Porter, Subert, Wilcox, Tysons are on the floor for Western Colorado. As Andre Wilson tries to get a bucket up. No, that's not good. Rebounded there by Tysons. Porter's going to bring it up for Western Colorado. He's on the left side. He's going to get over to Subert. Subert thought about taking a 3. No. Gives it off to Schneider. Schneider thought about taking a 3. No. He gives it back over to Tysons. Tysons thought about taking a 3. No. Western Colorado playing hot potato. Schneider now finally decides to take a 3, and now the game is tied. No, excuse me. No, it's not. 47-46. Schneider just cuts it down to 1. 13:50 left to go here in the first half. Wilson thought about driving. No. Give it up to Conway. Conway traveling around all the way to the basket. No, and he got fouled. Wilcox with his 3rd. Conway shoots it up. No, in and out on the first one. 13:48 left to go. 47-46 is the lead for Dixie State over Western Colorado. It was 47-40, a 7-point lead. Now it's been cut down to 1 after 2 threes by Cody Schneider of Western Colorado. Conway shoots the second one. No, in and out there. Cody Schneider gets the rebound. Gives out to Porter. Porter trying to get it in. Can't get it in yet. No, he does. Wilcox going to bring it up. Give it over to Porter. Back over to Wilcox. Wilcox going to take a 3. Good. Western Colorado is going to take the lead for the first time this second half. 49-47. And a timeout is going to be taken by Dixie State. We're going to take a quick 60-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3 and be right back with more.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. As we have live coverage here as Dixie State and Western Colorado are in action tonight here of a doubleheader tonight. Dixie State trails Western Colorado 49-47 with just 13 minutes left to go here in the second half. Let's get back to the action here. As Dixie State is going to put a bucket in just immediately as we came out of the timeout. It's all tied up at 49 all. Tysons gives it out to Wilcox. Wilcox gives it over to Subert. Subert gives it back over to Wilcox. Wilcox lost it there for a second, but he got it back. Denied it. Had it for a second, now gives it back over to Wilcox. Gives it back over to Subert. Back over to Subert. Subert takes a 3. No good. Rebound there by Zach Frampton. Frampton going to bring it up. Gives off the Payne Cup. Back over to Matt Conway. Conway going to take a 3. No, rolls in and out. 49-49, still all tied up. 12:20 left to go here in a second. Schneider gives out to Porter. Cox gives over to Tysons. Tysons misses there of 3 and will give rebounded there by Jack Payenkopf. Give it off to Frampton. Frampton's going to take a little jumper. No good. Rebound there by Matt Conway, and there's a scuffle there. Blocking foul is going to be called. Monroe Porter Jr. does not like the call as Matt Conway got all over him. Conway is all over his back. Went down kind of hard. And it looks like both teams are going to gather up on their own sidelines. And Coach Juddy is talking to the refs about the last play. As it looks like there's going to be another timeout taken. We just got back from one, so I'm going to keep it here instead of playing commercials all the time. But anyway, 11:51 left to go here in a second. Coaches of Western Colorado are still arguing whether that was the right call or not. Not going to be able to get a change on that one. So that's what the call is going to be on the court. Blocking foul. Matt Conway's going to take 2 free throws. Both teams come out of their timeouts. 49-49 is all tied up. Matt Conway going to the free throw line to take 2 more free throw shots. Price. Youngblood. Matt Conway. Quincy Matthews and Zach Frampton on the floor for Dixie State. Wilcox, Erlin, Porter, Schneiden. Could not tell the other one. Those are 4 of the 5 that are on the floor for Western Colorado. Conway lining up for the 1-and-1. No good. Rebounded there by Western Colorado. Schneiden will bring it down. Subert is also on the floor for Western Colorado. Youngblood all over Wilcox. Trying to keep him in front of him. Now Matthews has Schneiden. And there's going to be a foul called against Quincy Matthews. That's going to be his second. As Julian DeCree's now going to check into the game. As Matt Conway's going to check out. Wilcox. That's Youngblood all over him. Porter. Tries to get all the way to Schneiden. Schneiden open for a 3. No good. Dub Price gets the rebound. Youngblood going to push it. Gives it out to Price. Over to DeCree. DeCree going to try to push it in. No. But he's going to go to the free throw line. DeCree only took 2 shots last night in the win over Colorado Mesa. He was 2 for 2 that then. DeCree good on that one. DeCree started off a little rough early in the year. It was 45% from the free throw line, but it's now transitioned to a little bit closer to 60%. Shooting the ball with a little bit more confidence, I would say. I think DeCree is starting to really find his game in this offense. DeCree nails 2 down. The 6'8" senior out of Rancho Cucamonga, California. 51-49, 11:07 left to go here in the second half. Subert. Over to Erlin. Erlin. It's going to be a foul called against Dixie State, and Wade Miller is going to check in for Quincy Matthews. Subert. Going to get over to Will Willis. Will Willis took a shot. No good. It's going to go off of Zach Frampton. Zach Frampton ran into a couple holes. Does not look hurt. It looks all right. Also ran into a security guard on the side. Wilcox. Going to inbound. It gives it out to Will Willis. Over to Subert. Back over to Porter. Porter going to drive it. No good. Stayed in there. They're still clean. Rebounded there by Western Colorado. Wilcox going to drive it all the way to the basket. No good on that one. Rebounded there by Dixie State. Frampton with the rebound. Frampton racing up the court. All the way to the basket. No. Decides against that. Gives it off to Dub Price for a 3. No good. Rebounded there by Zach Frampton. Gives it off to Dacey Youngblood. 10 minutes left to go in the second half. Wade Miller now has it on the right side of the 3. Over to Dub Price. Over to Dacey Youngblood. Over to Zach Frampton. Over to Julian DeCree. He's on the right side of the 3. Over to Wade Miller. He's on the left side of the 3. Back over to Frampton. He's on the left side, corner 3. And no, it's going to go out of bounds. Julian DeCree was trying to connect with Zach Frampton. It did not work. Went off the fingertips of DeCree, and it's going to go back to Western Colorado. Subert is going to bring it up. 9:50 left to go here in a second. Wilcox thought about taking a little shot. No, it didn't work. Porter's going to take a 3 now, and it's good. 52-51, 9:30 left to go. Youngblood going to bring it up. He's going to get over to DeCree, over to Wade Miller, over to Frampton, over to Youngblood, over to Frampton, back over to Miller. Miller going to get a little screen there by DeCree. Miller takes a little jumper. No good. Rebounded there by Western Colorado. Wilcox going to bring it up. Wilcox. Give it over to Subert. Subert going to drive it. And good. Got the bucket and one. 54-51, 8:55 left to go. Subert going to go to the line. Shoots it. It's good. 55-51. Western Colorado leads Dixie State. 8:50 left to go here in a second. Wilson takes a little jumper 3, and it's good. 55-54, 8:40 left to go here as Dixie State cuts that lead from 4-1. Porter gives out to Will Willis. Back over to Subert. Back over to Porter. Back over to Willis. Willis, think about driving. No. Gives it back over to Porter. Porter trying to connect with Erlen. Erlen doesn't work. Cameron Chadwin, who just checked into the game, gives out to Jack Pagencop, who just checked into the game. Chadwin over to Miller. Miller's on the left side of the 3. Gives it out to Joey McCree. And Andre Wilson's got a call for the foul. It's going to go back to Western Colorado. Wilson, that's his second foul of the afternoon. Of the night. Really, it's been a long day. 54, 55, 54, 8:07 left to go. Wilcox gets a little screen there. Subert all the way over to Erlen. Erlen all over Joey McCree. Tries to body him up. Erlen going to get it up? No, but he's going to go to the line. That's DeCree's second. And there's going to be a timeout taken by Dixie State. 60-second timeout here. Western Colorado leads at 55-54. We're going to be right back here in 60 seconds here on Radio Dixie 91.3, home of the Trailblazer Nation.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3, home of the Trailblazer Nation all season long. 59-54 is the lead for Western Colorado over Dixie State here with 7:48 left to go. Jackson Erlen is lining up for one shot at the line. Actually, no, make it 2 shots. Jackson Erlen makes the first one. 56-54, 7:48 left to go. Erlen locks it up. No good. Rebound there by Will Willis. Wilcox thought about taking a 3. No. Gets it back over to Subert. He takes a 3. No good. Rebound there by Wade Miller. Pagencop going to bring it down. Pagencop gives it off to Wilson. Back over to Chadwin. Back over to Miller. Back over to Pagencop. Pagencop takes a 3. No good. Rebound there by Porter. Excuse me. Sorry, I lost the track of the name. Wilcox brings it up. Over to Subert. Subert takes a little jumper. No good. Rebound there by Dixie State. Back over to Pagencop. Pagencop going to push it up. Gives it off to Chadwin. It did not work, and it's going to stay with Dixie State. 7:05 left to go here in a second. Pagencop gave it off to Price. He turned it over. Subert's going to bring it up for Western Colorado. 7 minutes left to go. Porter back over to Subert. Back over to Will Willis. Willis over to Wilcox. Wilcox tries to get it to Erlen. Erlen tries to get a full court pass over to Porter and short on the 3. Pagencop directing traffic. Gives out to Miller. Miller's going to take a 3. No. Rebound there by Porter. Give it over to Wilcox. 56-54. 6:28 left to go here in the second. Porter over to Subert. Over to Willis. Over to Erlen. Erlen getting guarded up by Conway. No, it doesn't work. Conway gets the rebound. Over to Pagencop. Pagencop going to bring it back down yet again. Over to Conway. Over to Miller. Over to Frampton. Over to Pagencop. Over to Price. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Turnover there. Wilcox going to bring it up. 56-54. Still 5:40 left to go here. Subert tries to get a basket, and it's good. 58-54. Timeout is taken yet again by Dixie State. 30-second timeout is called. We're going to keep it here. 58-54. Western Colorado has led it by as much as 4. This ties their highest lead of the afternoon. Of the night. Just 5:41 left to go here. As both teams will come back out of the timeout. 58-54, 5:42 left. They put one more second back up. Pagencop gives off to Youngblood. Over to Frampton. Frampton gives over to Matthews. Back over to Pagencop. Pagencop gives over to Miller. Over to Conway. Conway loses it there for a second. Tries to go up for it and will get the foul. Porter going to get called for his second on the afternoon. Conway going to go back to the line. Conway Shoots it. It's good. 1 for 1 on the chance. 58-55. The lead is cut down to 3. 5:20 left to go. Conway shoots it up. It's good on that one. 2 for 2. 5:20 left to go. 58-56. Frampton. Cup now all over Willis. Over James Willis. Back over to Schneider. Back over to Suber. Back over to Wilcox. Excuse me. Back over to Porter. Porter finds Schneider. Schneider takes a 3. Yes. 61-56. The lead is up to 5. 4:46 left to go. Conway. Over to Miller. Over to Conway. Conway up. No. No fouls called. 61-56. 4:30 left to go. Schneider. Foul's going to be called against Western Colorado. Pagankoff. Going to bring it up. Gets a little screen there by Quincy Matthews. Back over Conway. Conway gives it off to Matthews. No good. And it's going to stay here. Schneider is going to get called for the foul. That's Cody Schneider's third. Western Colorado still arguing about the foul as Will Willis will check back into the game. Joe Price will check back into the game. Still 61-56 here. Conway shoots it up. It's good. (61-57). 4-point lead. Conway, good on the second one. 61-58, a 3-point lead here.
Brought to you by Ken Garff, St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. As I was just about to say, welcome back to Western Colorado. As we have live footage of Western Colorado versus Dixie State, 61-58, 3:46 left to go here in this one. Western Colorado is going to get it out of the inbound here after Zach Frampton stepped out of bounds after getting a rebound. Schubert gives it off to Wilcox. Back over to Willis. Willis gives it back over to Schneider. Schneider gives it over to Tysons. Back over to Wilcox. Back over to Schubert. Turnover there. Frampton with the turnover, over to Price, over to Conway, and Pagankoff again, and it's good. 61-60 with 3:15 left to go. Willis gives it off to Schneider. Schneider being guarded by Quincy Matthews. And Quincy Matthews gets a little turnover there, turns it over, no, but he can't finish the bucket. Did a little Euro step and was a little too cute with it. Super's going to take a 3, and it's good. 64-60, 2:45 left to go. Conway. Over to Matthews. Matthews over to Conway. And Matthews going to get called for the foul, for a swinging foul. That's Matthews' second. 2:36 left to go. Wilcox gets it in, 64-60. 2:30 left to go here in the second half. Willis gives out to Wilcox, being guarded by Zach Frampton. Wilcox tries to get away from Zach Frampton. It's not working. Schneider's going to take a deep 3. No good. Off the rim. Pagankoff gets the rebound. 2 minutes exact. Conway gives out to Matthews. No. Quincy Matthews took a 3 and it didn't work. Schubert gives it off to Schneider. Schneider tries to do a double move on Wilson. Doesn't work. Scramble there. And a timeout is taken. Del Price got the rebound. 30-second timeout is going to be called. 1:37 left to go here in this one. 60-second timeout has been called by Dixie State. We're going to take another 60-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3, home of the Trailblazer Nation.
And important.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff, St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. Here in St. George, Utah, on the beautiful campus of Dixie State, here in the station of Radio Dixie 91.3. Dixie State's going to get out of the inbound here as they're trailing Western Oregon 64-60 with 1:37 left to go. And Dixie State's just going to turn it over. 64-60, 1:37 left to go. Wilcox over to Tyson's. Tyson's going to be fouled. Tyson's going to go to the line. He's 56% on the year. Dixie State is in hack-a-shack mode. Find the lowest percentage shooter at the free throw line and hack him, foul him, and make sure he goes to the line, and only him goes to the line. Tyson's lines it up. It's good on that one. The hack-a-shack does not work. 65-60, 1:35 left to go. Tyson's lines it up again. Not good on that one. Pagenkopf gives out the price. Back over to Frampton. Frampton. Over to Matt Conway. Conway. Back over to Pagenkopf. Pagenkopf all the way to the basket, and it's good. 65-62, 1:15 left to go. Subert hanging on. 1 minute and counting. 54 seconds left to go. They're just going to wait until the last second. Schneider takes a three, and it's good. 68-62. Dixie State's going to take a timeout here. 47 seconds left to go. Cody Schneider puts it up 4. Dixie State takes a 30-second timeout. 68-62. 47 seconds left to go. Pagenkopf's going to inbound it. Over to Frampton. Frampton's going to bring it up. Frampton's going to get a little screen there. It's going all the way to the basket. Dub Price is going to get the basket, and it's good. 68-64. Lead is down to 4. Cody Wilcox is going to get called for a pushing foul, and it's going to stay with Dixie State. 40.8 seconds left to go with 30 seconds on the game clock. 10 seconds. 10-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Frampton, the inbounder. And there's a discussion between the refs. Frampton, going to inbound. Gives out to Pagenkopf. Gets the screen there by Dub Price. Gives out to Wade Miller. Miller going to take a three. And it's good. 68-67. And a timeout is taken by Western Colorado. 33 seconds left to go, dead on. No timeout is taken. 68-67. They shave off a second off the clock. And Pagenkopf steals it. Gives out to Wade Miller. Miller going to get a bucket, and it's good. Dixie State has the lead, 69-68. Jack Pagenkopf stole it. And now Dixie State has the lead. 69-68. Western Colorado had a 6-point lead, and that evaporated within 30 seconds. And now Dixie State has the lead with just 18 seconds left to go, dead on. So I have to control myself here and not talk so loud into the mic. They have taken a 60-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Again, Western Colorado had a 6-point lead, and that is completely evaporated down to now Dixie State having a 1-point lead. Western Colorado going to try to drive off something. They have the ball coming out of this timeout. They're actually going to put some more time on the clock. They looked at it. 19.5 seconds are left to go on the clock. As Western Colorado were lazy there with the basketball. And if any of you guys are basketball sports fans, this is how you write this script. Dixie State on the last play basically pulled a Larry Bird back in the 1986 divisional rounds between the Detroit Pistons and Boston Celtics. As Schneider's going to inbound it. Basically stole the ball away from Detroit as they were trying to run down the clock. Schneider going to take a three. It's good. 71-69 is the lead. Schneider got a 3 off, and it's good. James Willis is going to check back in. Wade Miller's going to check back in. Frampton's going to be the inbounder. The refs are looking at the screen, looking to make sure there's the right times on the clock. 2 seconds have been put back on the clock. 71-69. Frampton gives out to Payton-Kopp. Payton-Kopp going to drive it all the way. Payton-Kopp's got a lane all the way to the basket. Gives it to Wilson. Wilson going to take a 3. No good. Rebounded there by Wade Miller. Gives it out to Wilson. Wilson puts it back up, and it's good. 4 seconds left to go. Dub Price turns it over. And was pushed out of bounds, but it's going to go back to Western Colorado. Dub Price stole the ball. Tied up here is 71. Let's get this straight. Dub Price stole the ball back, could not get it back in. Probably could have got a bucket to win the game with the last couple seconds here, but no. As the refs are going to look back at the clock, they're going to see how much time has to be put back on it. They say 2.2 seconds right now. If Western Colorado cannot win here, we're going to go to overtime. And we'll talk about the overtime rules just in a minute if that is the case. Schubert's going to be the inbounder. Schneiden and Tysons are up at the court. Schubert's going to try to get into Schneiden. Schneiden's going to be the one to take the shot. Gives it up to Tyson. Schubert's going to take the shot all the way. No. We are going to overtime. We're going to take a 60-second timeout here. We're going to be right back. I'm going to explain what overtime rules are and how it's going to go down here on Radio Dixie 91.3.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. As both teams are about to get ready for overtime. Overtime rules are simple. 5 minutes have been put back on the clock. Both teams only have 2 timeouts. They will have to decide how they're going to use those timeouts very, very carefully, as there's only 5 minutes in this overtime. Whoever has the lead at the end of it wins the game. Simple as that. That is how it's going to about to go down. As Julian Decree and Jordan Tysons are going to center in the middle and get ready for the tip-off. Tysons. Decree up and good. Conway gives out to Payton-Kopp. Let's get this overtime started. 4:50 left to go already. Payton-Kopp tries to drive it. Gives it out to Conway. Conway thought about taking a 3. No. Give it back over to Payton-Kopp. Payton-Kopp gets a little screen there. No. Payton-Kopp drives it. Gives it out to Wilson. Wilson going to drive it all the way. Yes. Bucket is good. 73-71. 4:30 left to go here in the first overtime. Schubert all over Wilson. Wilson almost stole it there. Still all over Schubert. Schubert gets it back, drives it all the way to the basket. No, he's denied in a foul, but no, he traveled. Travel, they say, so it's going to be 4:21 left. Frampton over to Payton-Kopp. Payton-Kopp. 4:15 left to go. Gets the screen there by Julian Decree. Gives up to Conway. Conway going to take a deep 3, and it's good. 76-71, 4 minutes left to go. Wilcox, give it over to Schneiden. Schneiden directing traffic. 3:50 left to go. Schneiden going to try to get a look at a 3. No. Give it out to Super. Super going to try to drive it. No. Gives out to Wilcox for a 3. No. No good. Rebounded there by Dixie State. Payton-Kopp got the rebound. He's going to bring it up himself. 3:40 left to go here in this first overtime. Gets a screen again by Julian Decree. Payton-Kopp going to drive to his right side. Gives it out to Frampton. Frampton going to take a deep 3, and that's good. 79-71, 3:30 left to go here in the first overtime. Dixie State with an 8-point lead. Schneiden on the left side of the 3. Gives over to Super. Super going to take a deep 3. That's good. 79-74. The lead went from 9 to 5. Excuse me, went from 8 to 5. Excuse me. 3 minutes left to go. I did my math wrong. Wilson. As Julian Decree is going to get called for a... No, he's not going to get called for nothing. It looks like Wilcox is going to get called for a foul. It's going to be a reach-in foul. Frampton going to go to the line. Frampton shoots the first one. No good. Frampton shoots it again. It's good. 80-74. The lead is 6. 3 minutes left to go here in the first overtime. Schneider gives it away, and Frantic's going to get called for the foul. Got called in for a reach. 2:57 left to go. Wilcox is going to go to the line. Wilcox lines it up, takes a shot. Good. 80-75. The lead is 5. Dixie State was leading this by 8 after 3 straight three-pointers. Western Colorado has cut it down with a three-pointer themselves and 2 free throws as Wilcox will knock down the second one. 80-76, 2:54 left to go here in the first overtime. Pagancock gives off to Price. Price over to Wilson. Joe Price checks into the game now. Wilson going to take a little jumper, step back. No good. Rebound there by Matt Conway, and it's going to go against Dixie State. There was a foul call as both teams are going to trade. Jordan Tyson's going to go to the line. Junior out of Renton, Washington. Tyson's lines up for the free throws. Takes the first one, and it's good. 80-77, the lead's down to 3. 2:42 left to go here in the first overtime. Tyson lines it up again, and it's good. 80-78. The lead's down to 2. Pagancock brings it up, gives it out to Conway. Conway drives it all the way to the basket. It's no good, but he's going to go to the line. Conway is 9 of 10 on the day. Conway shoots it. It's good. 81-78. The lead is back up to 3. 2:30 left to go here in the first overtime. Conway lines it up. Shoots it. It's good again. 82-78. 2:30 left to go here in this first overtime. Wilcox brings it up. Back over to Willis. Back over to Schneider. Schneider over to Suber. Back over to Wilcox. Wilcox going to make a little move. Going to drive to his right. No. Back over to Willis. Willis thought about driving to his right. No. He drives to the left. Back up the top of the key. Back over to Wilcox. Sorry. Willis takes a deep 3. No good. Rebound there by Andre Wilson. He got fouled. Wilson's going to go to the line. 2:05 left to go here in this first overtime. Dixie State leads it by 4. Andre Wilson goes to the line. He's 3 of 4 on the day. Wilson lines it up. Good. 83-75. 83-78. The lead is back up to 5. Wilson lines it up again. It's good again. 84-78. The lead is back up to 6. 2 minutes left to go. Wilson all over Schneider. Schneider takes a little jumper. No good. And no foul is called. Schneider's going to call for another foul. Conway's going to go back to the line. As there was a little scuffle on the ground. Schneider and Conway got mixed up. Schneider was looking for the foul earlier in the play, did not get it. And now Schneider is going to get called for the foul, and Conway is going to go to the line for 2. As both teams talk for a little minute here. The refs are at the table looking at something, I'm not sure what. There's 1:52 left to go on the clock. Dixie State's leading this game by 6 with just 30 seconds on the shot clock. 84-78. There's still a conversation going on. I'm not sure specifically why. Refs are holding this up just a little bit as there's only 1:52 left to go here in this first overtime. I believe they're trying to get all the right numbers right as Cody Schneider is going to foul out. That's his 5th and final foul. Conway's going to go back to the line. He's 11 of 10 on the day. Been basically perfect. He's kept Dixie State in this game for as long as he can. Conway lines it up. Shoots it. Good. Went off the rim for a little second, but went back in. 85-78. Lead is up to 7. Conway shoots it again. It's good. 86-78. The lead is back up to 8. Subert brings it up. 1:50 left to go here in this first overtime. Subert gets a little screen by Tysons. Tysons gets the ball. Tysons thinks about taking a 3. He does. No good. Rebound there by Matt Conway. Give it out to Pagancock. Pagancock gonna bring it up. 1:33 left to go. Gives it out to Wilson. Back over to Pagancock. Back over to Frampton. into Wilson. Wilson almost loses it there, and Wilson's going to go back to the line. 1:23 left to go. Wilson shoots it up. It's good. Wilson shoots it up. It's good again. Lead is back to 10. 88-78. 1:23 left to go here in overtime. Subert tries to drive it. Takes a little jumper. No good. Rebound there by Doug Price. Gives over to Pagenkopf. He turned it over. James Willis keeps it. Willis going to take a three. Yes. 1 minute left to go. Pagenkopf being double teamed. And Pagenkopf traveled. 88-81. The lead has been cut down to 7. Wilcox going to inbound it. Over to Subert. Subert couldn't drive it. No. Gives off to Willis for a three. No, it's not in. But there's a foul called, and Subert's going to go back to the line. 59.9 seconds left to go. Just under a minute. Subert is good on the first. Subert lines it up again. Lead is down to 6. Subert is good on the other one. Makes it a 5-point lead. 10-point lead is now down to 5. Pagenkopf gives out to Frampton. Frampton's going to try to drive it out, and they're going to foul him. Frampton's going to go to the line. Frampton going to the line. Makes the first one. 89-83. Lead is back to 6. 56.4 seconds left to go. We've reached past 9:30 here at St. George. Frampton lines it up again. It's good on that one. 90-83. Lead is back to 7. Willis brings it in. Being guarded by Pagenkopf. Pagenkopf now being guarded by Price. Back over to Schubert. Schubert loses it there for a second. Is going to stay with Western Colorado. 46.9 seconds left to go. Schubert going to drive it all the way to the basket. No good. And a foul is going to be called yet again. I believe Conway is fouled out. I might be wrong. I have Conway marked down for 3 fouls. Let's see. No, he's not going to be pulled out. I was right. 44 seconds left to go. The lead is down to 6. 90-84. Schubert shoots it up again. Is good there as well. 90-85. 44 seconds left to go. Pagenkopf over to Frampton. Frampton over to Price, and he got fouled before the pass was good. Frampton to the line. 40.6. Frampton good on the second. Good on the first one. Frampton lines it up again. Good on the second one. 92-85. Leads back up to 7. 38 seconds left to go. Schubert loses it. Gives it back over to Frampton. Gives over to Price. Price going to drive it all the way to the basket. And it's good on a little layup. 29.9 seconds left to go. 9-point lead. Schubert for a 3, and it's good. 94-88. Leads back to 6. Wilson gets away. Gives it off to Price. Conway, he's going to go back to the line. 16.7 seconds left to go. 16.7 seconds left to go. Conway shoots it up. No good on that one. He's made 6 straight before that miss. 16.7 seconds left to go. The lead is still up to 6. The lead is at 7. 15 seconds. 14 seconds. Down to 10. Schubert gives it up to Tyson. Tyson's back to Schubert. Schubert, 5 seconds left to go. Takes it. It's good there. James Willis is good on that 3. Tyson is going to foul Wilson. We're down to 4. Wilson going to line it up. Shoots it. It's good. Took a 1 bounce and went in. 96-91. 2.9 seconds left to go. A 5-point lead. Wilson lines it up again. No good on the second one. Wilson going to throw it all the way to court. No good. Dixie State walks out with an overtime win over Western Colorado. Dixie State's going to be 9-8 on the year, while Western Colorado drops to 3-13 on their record. Dixie State's going to go to 7-6 over on their record, as Western Colorado will stay 0-13 in their RMAC conference record. We're going to take a quick 1-minute timeout here. We're going to be right back to recap it all up, and then we're going to be off out here. We're going to be off the air and get right back to the music here on Radio Dixie 91.3. home of the Trailblazer Nation.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. Here, home of the Trailblazer Nation, here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Let's recap this game as if you are just tuning in. Dixie State won over Western Colorado 96-91. It took overtime to do that. They won them in overtime. Dixie State's going to go 9-8 overall on their record and 7-6 in the RMAC. While it drops Western Colorado 3-16 on their record and 0-13 in their conference record. Yes, shocker, they stay defeatless in their record. Let's look at some of the numbers here as we'll recap this real quick. Dixie State shot 49% from the field, 27-55, while Western Colorado shot 41% from the field. They were 28 of 68. But Western Colorado has probably taken the most threes I've ever seen in the game. It's like NBA numbers. They were 21 of 49 from the 3-point line, 42% from there, and 10 of 18 from the 3-point line, 56% from there. Dixie State took a numerous amount of free throw shots. They were 32 of 45, 71% from there, while only Western Colorado only took 20. That tells you right there that Dixie State was a little bit more, more self-prepared, weren't going to give up the easy, fouls there. They only shot 70% from there, so they shared that. Both teams had 40 rebounds in this game, and then offensive rebounds were in favor of Dixie State over Western Colorado. Ties, there was about 5 of them, and this game was just all over the place. Turnovers were in favor of Western Colorado, Dixie State. That's always a good thing. Bench points, Dixie State had over Western Colorado, and blocks, the only block in the game was for Dixie State in this one. Looking over some individual numbers here real quickly, it's got to be the best player in this game, and I'll give him the player of the game right now. Matt Conway, 8 of 15 from the field, 1 of 3 behind the 3-point line, 13 of 19 behind the free throw line. Shot 70% there, 10 rebounds, 3 over offensive, 7 over defensive. He did have 7 turnovers, but he had 2 steals in this game as well. Definitely he gets the vote for the player of the game. Definitely in my sense right there. Let's flip it over here. Let's look at some of the RMAC games over today. Chadron State defeated Colorado School Mines, dropping Colorado School Mines to 12-1 in the RMAC to 15. I got that wrong. Let me take that back. Colorado School Mines beat Chadron State. They stay perfect in their RMAC record and stay 15-3 in overall, while Chadron State drops to 10-8 and 8-4 overall in their RMAC record. Black Hill State took on Colorado State Pueblo. Black Hill State walked out with that one. They go 8-8 on the year, 7-5 in the RMAC. Colorado State Pueblo drops to 5-13 there and 3 of 9 overall in their record as well. And of course, over the last one, MSU Denver beats Colorado Springs. They won that game 7-9. They won that game 93-81. They go to 7-9 overall, 5-7 in the RMAC, while Colorado Springs goes to 12-6 and 9-3 overall in the RMAC record. Let's wrap this up real quick as everybody is just wow. Believe me when I tell you this. These 2 games earlier today were unbelievable. As the women's basketball team also won today 57-50 over Western Colorado today. That improves them to 10-7 overall and 6-7 in the RMAC. The men's basketball team, again, they won tonight 96-91. They go 9-8 overall, 7-6 in the RMAC. They've won 4 straight. 4 straight, people. If you're keeping track, this is just like what they did last season. They lost some games. They weren't that really good. And then all of a sudden, spark happened, and they won a lot of games, and they went on to go to the Dixie. They went on to go to the tournament. So hopefully, maybe, somehow, some way, that can spark it again, and maybe Dixie State gets on a roll again like that, and they're going to get a bunch of wins. Of course, coming up on their schedule, Fort Lewis, Adams State are going to be the first 2 home games next week. That's going to be Friday at 7:30 and Saturday at 7:30 as well. We'll have both games here live. Carrick Segment is going to be on both of those calls there as well. Western Colorado, they dropped to 3-16, 0-13 in their RMAC record, and they have Colorado Christian coming up and Regis on their schedule. That is their first 2 weeks. That is their first 2 games of the first week of February to them. Thank you, everybody, for listening tonight. I do appreciate everybody sticking around for a late game today. It did go our way. Dixie State walks out with 2 wins tonight, and they improved themselves in their overall records. Thank you for listening tonight. Have yourselves a good night.
You've been listening to Dixie State Athletics on Radio Dixie 91.3, brought to you by Ken Garv St. George Ford Lincoln. For more information on Dixie State Athletics, DixieStateAthletics.com. Thanks for listening to Radio Dixie 91.3.